All right. What I'd like to illustrate is how to set up a job to become a training job. A template really only needs a couple minor modifications to be used as a training tool. So go ahead and we'll grab a simple template. I've got a tip cleaning procedure here. It's just a few steps. It is not a training job at this point. Let me pop back just so we're clear on that. We put the little training symbol here if something's been set up as a training job. The tip cleaning procedure is not a training job. All right. Go ahead and look at our steps. I've got this basic procedure here. There's really nothing special about it. On the last step here, I'm going to, and it doesn't matter which step I use, I'm going to go into Edit, okay, and mark it as a key step. All right. So now I've got the little training symbol there. I might also choose maybe to do up here too. I could have as many key steps as I want. Just have to know that every time I hit a key step, the trainer is going to have to come on over and sign off on it. So you want to put just a few that are put in key places, hence the key step nomenclature. So once you go ahead and mark that as a key step, final inspection for trainee, you do need to release it. All right. And so let's go ahead and say approve all and release it. Okay. Now for anybody else using that job, it's no problem. They won't even be bothered. But if we go into training portal here, and this is just one of many ways I can say go ahead and create a training job. And I'll say I want a training job for the tip cleaning procedure, and we'll give it a name. And I want that to be a trainee. Maybe I'll use trainee 3 this time. All right. And it'll go ahead and close that out. It does want to go ahead and send them an email. I don't need to really send them an email. We'll just go ahead and close. So that's great. I've been signed in as DTAC all this time. Take a second. I'm going to log back in as the trainee would. Trainee logs in. Okay. Of course, he's getting messages because he's got to do his training now. You notice the trainee can't even get into the templates or reports because he only has permission just to run jobs. We'll grab that job. Okay, again, it's got the little icon next to it now. Tip cleaning procedure, and it's actually been assigned to him, so he knows exactly which one to grab. Trainee 3. All right. No, I don't want to look in the view mode. I want to actually run it. So now I can go ahead and actually run this job. And it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to click, pass my jobs, pass. I get to this last one here, and voila, the trainer approval required comes up. And I have to go get my trainer, and he will type in his password and say that the job was done correctly. And we're done. Since that was the last step in the job, it'll actually close the job for me, but notice it went ahead and passed the job here. And now we're closed. I'm going to log back in as myself, so I can get into the training portal. Now we go on the training portal. Trainee 3 has now passed his tip cleaning procedure, and he's checked off. If it expired, like this guy here, he'd get the red X. He gets the warning if he's getting within a month, and of course the clock if he's in process, because some of these training jobs could take a day or two to run through. So that's all there is to setting up a training job. It's very simple. Should probably just roll back and give you just a couple things on that while we're here. When you're adding a trainer, you can see what job he ran, when he completed it. All right. And so it's kind of nice to have that information there. And if you're actually in the job, like the tip cleaning procedure, we'll just go into properties here. You can set up the training here. I went through the portal before because it was a little easier, but I can go ahead and push people over here and assign them training. I can tell them, by default, we're using one job every month. Okay. I can look at individual users here. I can reset the training if I need to for any of these trainees. So I've got a couple different ways to get access to that training information. last thing before we leave, if you're in the training portal, here's a save as, so you can actually export this as an Excel file. Just options for you. This view here is kind of handy for looking at it online, but sometimes you want a printed copy or a file copy just for traceability. You can export that, and you can look at all just one user at a time, or all the users. Same thing with all the templates, or just one template at a time. You can output that. So you've got quite a few little tools in there that come in very handy. Thank you.